What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Pixel Effect. Dark Visor here. I know it's been a while. I'm trying to get more frequent with these news stories, but sometimes they drop so fast, you know, and I would love, I'm seriously, eventually I hope I can do stuff like this all day. Even if it's not streaming, I like to do like videos like news stories and stuff, but like when you work full time, you get home and you still have classwork and stuff, it can be tough. But like I said, thankfully, this is my last class, guys. I got 2 more months. I got March and I got half of April. If I can get through this, guys, I'll be done with graduate school and I'll have that burden off of me and I can like literally focus more on this kind of stuff and hopefully get a job that, if I keep a full-time job, something that won't just get in the way every day. Because right now we got a lot of drama going on. It's annoying. But anyway, a few news stories came up this week. Actually, it was a lot. One of the biggest things going on right now, which I won't get too much into because I don't really understand the full concept of the disease, is the coronavirus. And basically GDC, or the Game Developer Conference, has been canceled because of it. And I've heard speculation that Olympics and E3 could possibly be canceled as well because of this virus. It's not a disease, it's a virus. And it's kind of crazy that it's doing all this. Like, there's so many people like canceling events because of this thing. And I'm just wondering, like, I've heard stories that they said in the summer it may get better with control, but actually I think it'd be worse, wouldn't you? But anyway, I'm not really sure how that's gonna go. I'm keeping an eye on it. Hopefully nothing big gets canceled because of it, and hopefully it gets under control. But it's just wild that it's gotten so big. But a few things of the week in terms of news, game stories. There's a new TV ad for Doom Eternal. As you know, it's coming out. I'm looking forward to it. I got the collector's edition. I'm gonna do an unboxing that comes in. I'm hyped for it. But there are some fans that are mad because a new TV spot for it, the ad uses rap music, and I wouldn't even call it rap.
This is my mission, I'm here for purpose. I give them that vision, we put in that work and we flipping that rhythm till everything surges. Today is the day we
so much to say, I'd call it like, I wouldn't call it rap because that's not rap. Like, I grew up in the times when rap was like Gangsta Paradise and stuff like that. I mean, there's rap today, but that song they use in the TV ad, I wouldn't so much call it rap. It's just kind of, I guess you could call it new age rap. It was kind of cheesy and not really just deep. But anyway, Doom fans are upset with it, with them downloading the video that Bethesda posted on their YouTube like insanely. You know, they're downvoting like crazy. And granted, I can understand because most Bethesda fans don't know anything outside of heavy metal, and that's what they think Doom is for. Originally, Doom didn't have metal back in the original game, you know, but I mean, that's the sound cards we had back then. But still, it's built a reputation around a metal / rock theme universe. But the thing is, though, it's marketing 101. They're not aiming to get you to buy the game. If you're a fan of Doom, anybody, me myself included, I'm a fan of Doom. I know the series is built on metal and like it's developed this franchise being known for metal and rock and all this stuff. Even though the music producer has been known to dabble in rap, he used rap and Killer Instinct. You know, he can do all kinds of genres. He's pretty great. But the thing is, the real fans know what Doom's about. I know what Doom's about. I know what music's going to be in the game. We've heard it like when it was first revealed. We know what music's going to be in the game. We don't need to be sold this. You know, that's the thing. A real fan knows what they're getting into. What they're trying to do, they're aiming to get people not in that bubble of metal music, which isn't as widespread as it used to be back in the 90s and early 2000s, you know. Metal's still around, but it's not as prevalent as it used to be. And the thing is, they're not aiming to catch us. You know, they're aiming to catch people who use like TikTok. You go on TikTok, what are you gonna find? More than likely, you're gonna find a bunch of young people using like rap music and cheesy, I guess, love songs. You know, classic stuff to get views on their videos and stuff. Rarely do I see somebody using metal music on that kind of stuff, and that's what they're trying to get. They're trying to get people who use that genre of like that group They're trying to grab that group segment right there. And like I said, a real fan of Doom doesn't need to be sold this. We know what's going to be in it. The people who don't know will be surprised, like, oh man, they got this kind of cheesy rap song. Is this going to be in the game? Like, more than likely not, you know. It's going to be metal and rock. But I've just seen people freaking out too much, and you know, the typical YouTube stuff where you see somebody get online, it's like, Bethesda, take this down, you know, it's hurtful to the franchise and stuff. Guys, you got like 19 days. The game's going to be out. It's not that big of a deal. Seriously, like I said, you're a fan, you know what's going to be in the game. Don't freak out that much. You know, so yeah, that's that on that. The Sonic movie has earned over 200 million so far. I want to say that number is going to jump even more globally. I don't think it's even released in Japan yet, so I'm hoping that number jumps. But so far, it is the most successful video game movie to date, and that's impressive. You know, and I remember people on YouTube especially, because like I said before, I was going to go see the movie regardless, but I still remember when you had people, you know, making fun of it, saying it was going to flop. Even if they changed the design, they thought it was going to be bad, it's going to do horrible, all this stuff. And I was like, you know, I'm waiting until it comes out to see what's going to happen. And what happens when it comes out, it's gotten good user reviews. It's made, like I said, 200 million. Yeah, some critics didn't like it because, God, they're critics. They're not going to movie to like Sonic. They're just paid to go watch a movie. They could care less about the franchise. It was a good movie, and I'm waiting for it to see what's going to happen worldwide when it finally releases in Japan and stuff, to see how much it makes. But it's impressive, and more than likely we're getting a sequel, and they'll develop on that. They're going to probably bring in Tails, they're going to bring in Knuckles. You know, it's going to be impressive. It's I'm looking forward to hear more news on that. Hopefully we'll get news of a sequel. It probably won't be till next year if we hear anything, and we probably won't see a sequel until at least 2022, if not 2023, more than likely. Depends on how fast they get on it. You know. And other news, Xbox Series X will be backwards compatible with every Xbox system from Xbox 360, and Xbox One. Like, everything is going to be backwards compatible. That being said, it's going to have to be games that were based on the it's going to have to be games that already own, like, any backwards compatible game you can play on Xbox One will be playable on Xbox Series X. So it's going to have a huge library of games already. So that's going to be impressive in itself. You know, now I know some don't care for backwards compatibility, but it's still nice to be able to play your old games whenever you want. And in that regard, I give it to Xbox. They've done much better than PlayStation, because, you know, when I want to play an old game on Xbox, I just pop it in, and if it still works, the game will run. Disc-wise, you know, it'll run. Pop in your system. If it's one of the games they added to the list, it's going to run. PlayStation, not so lucky on that front. You gotta pay for PlayStation Now to get that right to your old games, which is crazy to me. Hopefully PS5 fixes that. I heard some saying they're gonna let PS1, PS2 be playable. I don't see that happening unless they plan to literally raise the price on their system even more. But hey, we could be wrong. I could be wrong on that. We'll see. They're not going to E3, but I do see them announcing news about the system around E3, so we'll have to wait. And one last thing for this week, Platinum Games revealed a new game called Project GG. I was really hoping it was Anarchy Reigns PC or Beautiful Joe 3, but this still looks good. It looks like a kind of a fighting open world adventure game. We don't know much about it yet. It was a short trailer, had a little puppy dog in it, you know, Ashinu, you know, he was just being a dog, you know, barking at giant kaijus as dogs do, and a guy jumps in front of him, and it gives a mixture. He grows super tall, and it gives Ultraman vibes. It's like something you see in Ultraman. So that's pretty impressive in itself. So I don't know much about it, but Platinum Games usually makes good games. So I'm giving it, you know, I'm looking forward to it. You know, they did good with Transformers, they did good with Beautiful Joe, they did good with Bayonetta. I'm thinking this is going to be another good game for them, you know, so we just have to wait and see. But I really do think it's going to be good. But yeah, I think the biggest thing, like I said, that was revealed recently was the Xbox being backwards compatible. And like I said, Game Developers canceling the Game Developers Conference, you know. And the thing is too, that's big, because, you know, there's a lot of people looking forward to going to it, and they just up and cancel. And I've heard not everybody's getting a refund. I'm not sure what's up about that, but that shouldn't I mean, you should always give a refund. If you're going to cancel a huge conference like this, yeah. But I've been hearing stories that some stuff is non-refundable, like the hotels and the airfare. So kind of crazy on that, you know. But this disease has gotten kind of, like I said, a big deal. And yeah, I see people make jokes about it and stuff like that. I guess you could say dark humor, trying to see the best in the bad situation, but still, I don't know. It's just weird, you know. But besides that, just everybody stay safe out there. You know, wash your hands. Try to stay clean if you can, because I'm not really sure how it spreads. I don't think anybody does 100%, because I've heard some say wear masks, some say don't wear a mask. I've heard some say you can get through your eyes. It's just crazy right now. So, you know, just do your best, guys. But no new news so far for Shantae. Wave 4 was at PAX. They were still using the same demo, I believe, from before for Half Genie. Seven Sirens. So nothing else has been shown off about that yet. But you know, I'm looking forward to some more Shantae news. More than likely, if we get Shantae, it's gonna be, they said spring, but I haven't heard anything one way or another lately. I want to say, since we haven't heard anything yet, if we don't hear anything in March, it's gonna be, I'm guessing, late April, mid-May for a Shantae release is what I'm looking at. If they want to plan for summer, I'm looking late April, mid-May sometime. Hopefully we hear something soon on that though. And then of course Phantasy Star, also looking forward to that. Phantasy Star sent out a tweet saying that this weekend they host one of the last weekends we have without playing the game. So I'm guessing they're getting close to releasing the game. They said it's going to be open beta, but the way they're talking, it sounds like it could be the full thing, which I'd take over open beta, but we'll see. If I had an open beta guess, I want to say second week of March, and then the full release will probably be first week of April, maybe. But yeah, when I get more news on that, I'll let you guys know. And as always, thanks guys for watching. You know, feel free to subscribe. You know, feel free to leave a like. You know, comment, all that good stuff. You know. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good night, and I will finish the rest of the soundtrack for the Zelda experience, because I know they've been waiting forever for me to finish that. I'm gonna finish it for them. And you know, yeah. Oh yeah, one more thing, which I guess because I didn't care about it, Monster Hunter released 2 new posters for their movie coming out, and it looks decent. The great sword they have in the shot looks pathetic, because I mean, it looks good. It looks like the weapon in game, but it's so small. It looks like a butter knife, honestly. It should be a little bit bigger. It looks like a butter knife. But the thing is, though, I don't think it's going to be a good movie. I really don't. But I'll still go see it, and I'll probably like it. I'm just saying it won't be good in the term of the director was the same one that did the Resident Evil movies, the live actions. Anybody who grew up, you know, in the 2000s know how those movies turned out. They were pretty bad. The first one was decent. Even then, it was pretty bad. But yeah, the movies are usually bad. Like they're good. They're good to see like once, I guess, if you just wanted to go see something on a Friday night. But overall, they're bad. Like I would wait till like a whole like collection set before I bought them on DVD. I would not buy the Resident Evil movies one by one. I'd wait for a whole set, which is what I did, sadly. But yeah, it's like they're a guilty pleasure movie. They're like they're bad, but they're bad enough that you actually enjoy them. You know. I still remember when I forget the girl's name. It wasn't Jill, but the main character in the movies. She had a fist fight with Nemesis in the second one, and I remember saying out loud, well, not out loud, but to myself in the movie theater when it came out, "Is this freaking Power Rangers? Seriously, she's out here boxing with Nemesis. What is this?" You know. And then the third one, she got psychic powers, and I was just okay. I'm lost now. This is crazy. But then again, psychic powers did come into play in RE7, but nah, that can be another story, guys. But anyway, I just want to throw that in there right now because it just came to me. I was like, oh crap, Monster Hunter. But yeah. But that's it for now, guys. You know, keep being awesome. I'm gonna try to stream some tomorrow if I can. I got a class group project tomorrow we gotta work on. We got a paper to get due. But if I have some spare time, I'll try to stream some more Mega Man. But yeah. Stay pixelated, guys. Stay safe out there. You know, have a good night. I'll talk to you guys later.